Chris, how's it going? Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me? Guys, let me know if you can hear me. Thank you, guys. Well, guys, I didn't even plan on a live today. I just thought I'd say hi to you guys. Very unplanned. I haven't put anything anywhere. I didn't post I was going to go live. You guys may have seen that I recently put a community post that I plan on going live more often, just to kind of catch up with you guys and see what you're thinking. The videos you like, the videos you want me to do, the things you don't want me to do anymore. Just kind of let you guys know what's going on. So here we are. This is the first one. Well, not the first live, but the first time unplanned. How about that? So did you guys see my community post today from the golf course? Anybody see it? No? Yeah, it was freezing. It's cold. It's cold, kid. Very cold. So yeah, I did a community post today. I was at a golf course. Uh, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. I really do. I made a community post today. Video is froze. Is the video froze for everybody? Works for you, Daniel? Okay. All right, good. Bodacious, hopefully it'll unfreeze for you. Yeah, so I just put a community post. I was at a local golf course and I filmed 18 holes today in the cold. Thank goodness for my heated vest that you guys saw that video. I hope because it was cold. It was like 37 degrees. Luckily, it was sunny and then the wind picked up. For a while, the wind died down and I started to feel kind of warm because I had my vest on. But it got cold again. So, but I played 18 holes today. It was cold, Chris. So I got 18 in. Yes, yes, Daniel. You know, the thing I like about it is I'm out there kind of by myself. That's the best part about it. Um, so I was able to just kind of take my time and okay, okay, bodacious. So yeah, I filmed today, and I'm probably gonna release that video probably soon. Um, you guys ever have the experience of, where you score, you can score well, but you feel like you're hitting the ball awful? 18 in, yes, Chris. So I don't know if you guys ever experienced that, but that was today. Like I felt like I was hitting the ball awful. My driver was now relative. I was still hitting it kind of close to the fairway. I hit some fairways, so I didn't hit it all over the place. But for me, the driver just was not going as normal. And then I hit a couple hybrids that I wasn't happy with. I hit a high wood in the bunker, and I just, one hole I missed, I think, a green with a 9 iron or 8 iron into a cup. It was some very, very poor ball striking for me, but my short game, my chipping, my pitch shots, that was really good. So I was able to still score kind of the same as normal. Yeah, Tom, it's tough. Yeah, lucky the good. I like that. Um, yeah, Tom, it's tough. I mean, there was a par five that was 580, and I hit a good drive, and then there's a creek down there, so I couldn't even reach the creek. It was basically a driver and then two hybrids. Um, there was a hole that was 390, I think, 390. But yeah, the driver was the best drive I hit today. Might have been 214, 213, something like that. I'm gonna update my app to get my strokes gained. I'm sure it's just like some of those other rounds that you guys have seen with that app. My short game was, I know I gained strokes with the short game because I mean I hit several chip shots that weren't easy shots. Um, I hit them pretty darn close to like tap in range. So I had that going, but approach shots I had to lose strokes on. The first hole was 400, and I had to hit a 3 wood into that and couldn't reach it. So that's a good question, Daniel. I'm kind of thinking about that. I'm thinking about making some changes this year. I don't have anything planned specifically right now, but I'm thinking about making some changes, and I'll definitely film that. I'm okay now, Jeff. It was a long round because not because there was no one out there holding me up, but I think there was like a twosome that played in front of me, and then there was like a single that ultimately caught up. So I think the whole time I was out there was four people on the golf course. But it was a long round for me because I was actually just kind of taking my time, trying to get the right camera angles, and so it was, I wasn't just like playing and being done in 3.5 hours. So I was taking my time. So I was probably out in the cold for 4 hours and 20, 4 hours and 30 minutes. So it was cold. At one point, I took off my outer jacket and I took off the heated vest, and that was like for one hole, and then I had to put it back on. But the vest I kept off. It was maybe 39, 40 degrees, but again, once the wind stopped blowing, it was okay. So guys, again, this was unplanned, so I didn't have you know anything really. I'll just tell you guys a couple things since you're here on the live though. Like I've got some videos I'm excited about. I want to do some more matches this year. Like I said, I filmed 18 today. Tomorrow I'm going to film a 9-hole match against Paul. I'm going to film another 9-hole match against Tom. And then April 16th, Tom and I have a 2v2 match against two other golfers. And one of those golfers is got to be, I think, like a +2 handicap. Like I know the guy and he's really good. And the other guy's a pretty good golfer too. So, so we're going to play that match for sure. April 16th, that's already on the books. So, these Mondays, hopefully I'll have some Monday matches for you guys almost every week. You putt well from 6 to 8 feet and miss to the left on 3-foot putts. I think there was a video that I did where I don't even think I released it yet, but it was a drill video. And basically it was, you put a tee behind the hole, and all you're doing is putting like you're trying to hit that tee. So you put it right in the middle, back of the hole, and just you're trying to hit it right at that tee, which basically means you're trying to practice hitting it in the middle of the hole. That's probably the best drill I could give you, really, is I would do that every day. Loading up on the content. Yes, Chris. Yes. You guys saw the video. I hope you saw the video on the Kaylee golf clubs. I've got a couple more sets of Kaylee that they're sending to me for me to take a look at and review on the channel. I've got a rangefinder video that'll be coming for a Wednesday review that I'm pretty excited about. That rangefinder video. I'm not even going to, I'll tell you about it later, but I'm excited about it. Sorry, Les, this is a surprise, but I'm going to do more. I'm going to do more of these, Les, to where it's just kind of short and sweet, just trying to catch up with you guys on what's happening and what's been happening, and get your take on the videos. So I'll do more or less. Was in the 70s, Jeff. Oh, look at you. You're rubbing it in. Yep. You got it, Tom. You got it. And I'll probably, maybe I'll talk about that drill. I have a putting video that I do want to do. So maybe I'll talk about that drill in that video. But it's a pretty simple drill, but I think that's something that could help. And like I always say, even when people leave comments, let me know how it goes, either in the live or, in a comment on another video. I'm really interested in whether it helps you or not. Some blades, Chris. Well, that's tough because I haven't really hit any blades. I want to see what irons he sends me. I forgot the name of the irons that he sent me. Let's see if I can look it up for you. I was kind of surprised, actually. He just emailed me and said he wanted to send me. Oh, where is it at? Sorry, guys. O1 irons and O1X utility. So I don't know what those are. I don't know if that's a blade iron or not, Chris. So when I get those, if it's a blade, I'll be able to give you a little bit more information then. And this may go a little bit into, like I was talking about, some equipment changes, because I've really been thinking about just kind of looking through everything. I've hit a lot of different irons and on the channel, so why not take everything out and kind of have a little contest and see what performs the best. Okay, the O1 looks like it's the same as kind of the O1T that I did. I did one on the O1T, so it's a very similar club. It might be actually a little more forgiving than the O1. Or the O1. The O1 may be a little more forgiving than the O1T, so I don't think it's a blade iron. So let me think of so like I mentioned, we've got Tom and I've got a big match April 16th coming up, and that video I'll probably release like the following Monday. That'll be on a Tuesday. The following Monday I'll release that. Um, and there was Andy from the show, the Chicago show, where I talked to Andy afterwards. He talked about being on the channel, so that's good because Andy, like I mentioned in that video, Andy's the best golfer that I've ever played with. Andy's got to be, he may be a +4 or at least a +3. Best short game, best wedge player I have ever seen in my life. So, okay. Well, there you go. There you go, Chris. One thing surprised me, I did a video on with some of the game improvement irons, and I'm kind of surprised at how easily that I'm still able to shape the ball with those clubs. So, but getting some blades that will make that a little easier. Ball striking and putting, you got it, Bodacious. I mean, everybody's different. Their strengths and weaknesses are different, but I've always said if I could drive the ball well and putt well, then I'm going to have at least a decent score. you know, it's hard to shoot too badly if you're driving it. You're driving it in play, you're driving it in the fairway, and maybe in some light rough that's not too heavy, and you're putting it well. If you do those two things good, like it's hard to go wrong unless you're hitting your second shots out of bounds. I do not know those balls. Jayla JG3X golf balls. No, I've never heard of that ball. I will tell you one thing, guys. Another interesting video that I got, Golf Ball Planet reached out to me, and they've got a lot of different interesting balls that are like balls that I've never heard of, and also some older balls that they're going to send to me. And I'll hit those, test them out, do some videos with those. I think that might be interesting, seeing me play some balls from the 60s or the 70s, or some ball. It could be the ball you just mentioned, that we've never heard of in North America. Yeah, Andy played after he graduated from college. He won, like, there's a local tournament here that, there's a lot of players that actually, quite a few players that actually turned pro after winning that tournament. And Andy won it at one point. He had the tournament record, and he played professionally for a while. This was before the Corn Ferry Tour. He was playing mini tours and things like that, and this just didn't work out for him. But he tells me he doesn't practice that much. But some of these tournaments, like they'll have the Illinois PGA, Illinois Open, tournaments like that. I think he got second last year in the Illinois PGA to Mike Small, who is, arguably the best player to ever come out of Illinois. Mark Small, or not Mark, Mike Small. He still plays in like he won the National PGA Professionals Championship a couple times, and he always seems to get to play in the PGA Championship. And Andy got second to him last year in that. Yes, 3 off the tee is tough, Chris. Mallet putter, yes. I go back and forth. When I use the mallet, someone will say, "Oh, you need to go back to your old putter." So, so yeah, I've tried it. I've gone back and forth on that putter. Thoughts on 5 or 7 woods? Seven, both are good clubs. You know, I hit that high wood because distance wise, the high wood is very similar to what a 7 wood would be for me. So right now I have a 3 wood in the bag. Sometimes people ask, hey, what changes are you going to make in your bag? The biggest change is I still need the 4 wood. If I got a 5 wood, the gap between the high wood and the 5 wood would be, 5 yards. So I want a 4 wood. I was hitting the 3 wood today and with very mixed results. I hit one that was pretty awful. And I think when you guys see that, you're gonna like that's the worst shot you've ever seen me hit on the channel. And I hit it off the tee. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Andy from the Chicago Golf Show. Ken, if you didn't watch the Chicago Golf Show video, you need to watch that show. You need to watch that video. Still on? I don't know what that is, JCB. Still on what? So Eldrick, no, it's a specific it's a Cleveland club. It's like a Cleveland, they call it the 3+ Highwood. It's kind of, and the idea behind it is for people who don't like fairway woods mainly, is it's a combination of a hybrid and a fairway wood. So it's bigger than a hybrid iron, smaller than a fairway wood. And it's easily my favorite club in the bag. It's a 3+. I think it's 18 degrees. So I hit it about the same distance as I would hit a 7 wood. What hybrid do you have, Daniel? 3 hybrid, 4 hybrid? Yeah, Chris. I had to change it, and I did a video on it that I said I had to change it because my putting was just beating me up. Still on the show? I'm confused. Still on the show. All right, JCB, you completely confused me there. JCB, still on the show. All right, guys. So, is there any videos you want to see more of, less of? Lately, I know I put out a lot of content and I kind of slowed down a little bit, but I'm still doing like golf vlogs, either a golf vlog or a match on Mondays. Both are vlogs, but I will be doing more matches against, like I said earlier, Tom. Got a match against Tom, match against Paul. Tom and I are playing the 2v2. I've got another 2v2 that we're going to play. So I'm excited about that. So those are Mondays, either matches or just a regular golf vlog. I also do a golf vlog on Fridays. On Wednesdays, I've been doing product reviews. And then Sundays, I've been doing subscriber Sundays, which are, basically any idea that you guys have. So it's, and the Wednesday reviews could be anything. I did the golf bag, I did the Kaylee golf clubs. I've got a rangefinder one that's coming up. I've got another product that I'm not going to tell you guys about yet coming up. But what do you guys want to see? More of, less of, or is it just about right? Video on 37 yards with different lies. How did I forget my paper? We got to write that down. Think about that, guys. I got to grab something to write. Now I'm going to have to transfer all this into my notebook because I didn't bring the notebook. 30 to 70 yards. Don't play much from the rough. Eldred, I was in the rough today. I was in the rough today. Different lies. Yeah, those lab putters are tough to get your hands on, and to be honest, I've almost thought about going into a PJ Superstore and just taking my camera and setting it down and putting with the lab putter until they stop me. Maybe I'll do that in a live. You guys can watch that in a live. Them throw me out of PJ Superstore. I do know I talked to you guys about J&M Golf is going to allow me to test some clubs in their facility. I don't know if they have lab putters, but if they do, I'll put that on the list to definitely try while I'm there. Matches are a plus. Flop shots off tight lies. That's a tough one. Daniel. ASAP Autoglass. Do you still play a 7-wood and a high wood? I play a high wood and a my next club is a 4 hybrid. So I go driver 3 wood, and remember the 3 wood probably needs to be replaced with a 4 wood. But I go driver 3 wood, high wood, 4 hybrid. The 7 wood would be essentially the same distance as the high wood. The benefit to the 7 wood be the 7 wood probably would go a little higher. Not probably, it would go a little higher than the high wood, but I find the high wood goes high enough for me, and I just hit it a lot more consistent. I've always preferred hybrids over fairway woods. No, I have not yet, ASAP Auto Glass, but that's in the works because I talked about making some changes to my bag. So Oh, kicking and screaming. Now I had to figure out what you were talking about, Bodacious. I get it now. That would make for a good video, wouldn't it? Chris, your speed training. All right. I get it. I get it. All right, guys. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret, a video that's coming hopefully within the next couple of weeks. Chris just mentioned speed training. And you guys know last winter I was doing super speed. I started to do super speed this winter. And last year, I know what happened was I kind of hit this roadblock to where I wasn't picking up any other speed, any additional speed until I started adding weights and golf fitness to the program. So the same thing happened this winter. And I decided to try a different form of speed training. And that video will be coming out in a couple weeks. I can't even really tell you whether it's helping or not. I did a couple baseline tests, and the next one maybe we'll see if we get beyond where we got with the super speed. Because my roadblock always would be like I would start at either 90 or 91, and then I would get up to 92. Really about 92 with the super speed, and I could not get past 92 without lifting weights. And we're going to see with this other speed device whether I'm able to do that without lifting weights. They promise 20 yards within, I forgot the time period, but they promise 20 yards. So we are going to test that out. And just to take it full circle, my game plan is to test that out. And if it doesn't work, then I'll just do more traditional weights and golf fitness exercises and see if that helps. And maybe I'll have an answer for you guys, like super speed versus this device versus just working out and lifting weights and doing golf fitness. Which one got me the results that I need or want? It was a long explanation, wasn't it? Ever played a TaylorMade Project A great ball for 85 mile per hour? Buying a new 3 hybrid. Any suggestion? TaylorMade Project A. I don't think I've reviewed that golf ball. And I think I have some of those somewhere. TaylorMade Project A. Where's that at? Procaster 213. I'm going to review that golf ball. Shot Shapes, that is just shot. I think it's called just Shot Tracer app. Eldrit Merrick's more tourney videos. Do you guys like the tourney videos? You know, I think maybe the tourney videos would be better if after the tournament I put in a voiceover, or, you know, like when I'm in the screen talking about my thought process during that hole or that shot, because most of the time it's hard to be mic'd up during a tournament. But let me know. Yes. Yes, Chris. Thank you. Let me know if you guys like the tourney videos. I think last year I did let's see, Maple Meadow. I did about 4 or 5 actual tournament videos that I posted. There's 22 of you here, so right now, so I want to know if you like actual tournament videos of me playing in a tournament, or you want me to stick to reviews and matches. Won't let them leave the tees I play. Hey, Eldred, let me tell you something, Eldred. There are some people you just can't help. You know, one saying I think my grandma told me is you can't save someone from themselves. Hey, EJ, this was a surprise live. So how you doing? Yes, Chris. That's great. That's great. That's what it's all about, man. I hope, I said jokingly in one of my videos when I did my 50th video, my 50th birthday special, I joked that hopefully I can be here with this channel and give you guys content for another 5 years. And someone's like, you got 20 years. So, I'll change it to say, hopefully I can give you guys content for 10 years. If you guys will listen for 10 years and watch for 10 years. The sugar ball, no, that's one I have not either. So I'm going to write that down. And that's a company, some companies, Eldred, that I'll email and, they're more open to sending me product. They may send that ball out for review to me. Some companies like Torridge, we talked about it, the Chicago Golf Show. Mini driver, thoughts, been hitting straighter and within 10 yards of my usual carry. Mini driver. I don't know, Citizen Charles, is that one that, let me ask you, 14 degrees. Can you hit that thing off? Nah, you don't want to hit that off the ground. I'm wondering if you can, though. Thank you, Procaster. I thought you just had a video idea for me. I appreciate it. I really do. Andrew Joyner, good to see you again. Nano, you want to come in here? You want to come in? You want to come in and say hi? You want to say hi to everybody? Tournament golf, always good. Thank you. Thank you. Eldred likes tourneys. Narrate would be perfect. Sub 70 video. That was one of my favorites, Scott. And I'm going to reach out. Jason from Sub 70, he's got some specs. He's got the specs of what I want. And I'm guessing around the first week of May, I'll probably play a full set of Sub 70. And I may actually play with Jason. There's a country club out there that close to their facility that I believe he's a member. We may play out there. Watching tournaments also enjoyable. John, good. Yep, Andrew, I do. Project A golf ball. I'm definitely going to do that. The talking about you. We're talking about you. This is Nano. You want to say hi, Nano? Believe it or not, you guys know in my videos, I did the outro music, and I have some songs in some of those videos, like the Planet to Draw song and the little song for the old sponsor and the rain video and the cold weather video. So believe it or not, Nano has his own song. I made a song for Nano. And how you would play tee shots and approach shots. That's a good one, JCB, because I did a video on playing in the rain, playing in the cold, and we have not done a video more Nano. I did not do a video on playing in the wind. So that is a great idea. And I would have to do a you coming or going? Playing in the wind. I would have to do a song for that one too. Playing in the wind. He doesn't know if he wants to go or not. Or maybe you feel like you can't get through that crack. He wouldn't open the little crack. Playing in the wind, that's a good one. He's a good assistant too. I always call him my engineer. Like when I'm recording a song, I say he's the sound engineer. When I'm looking down, I'm writing these ideas, guys. So don't. East Coast. Where you at on the East Coast? Thank you, Andrew. That's yes. I was hoping those videos would help because I think it's kind of not kind of. I mean, it's very important. You start hitting the ball the wrong direction, at least you have an idea of what you're doing when you're out on the golf course. If you hit the ball, whatever, left to right, right to left, whatever you're doing wrong, at least you can look at those ball flight laws and know, kind of dissect what you're doing. More rest. I've got some more planned. We'll do one for the wind video. Guys. All right, so I've got, what do I got? I've got, was it 3 votes that want to see tournaments? Only 3 of you want to see more tournaments? Come on. Atlanta. Okay. Never been there. That's never been there. So guys, what are my ideas? I was going to make a song about all the other golf YouTubers out there. I thought that would be kind of funny. Love your videos. Really helped my game out. 1 year into my golf journey. Well, if you got 14, I mean, as long as you have 14 clubs, or as long as you don't have more than 14 clubs, there's no reason to not have a 5-wood and a 7-wood, especially if you can hit it. I mean, as long as you can hit them both. There's nothing wrong with that. If you hit one better than the other, you may not need them both, but And it also depends on whether there's an actual gap. That's the problem. Sometimes when you're playing, you may not know how far you hit each club, but if you hit the 5 wood 200 yards and you hit the 7 wood 197 yards, then you probably don't need both of them. Replace PJ Thomas on my list of golfing rain songs. That's a good one. I like that, Bati. There you go. All right, Jonathan, I'm with you. I'm with you. So you have a purpose for each club. That's good. The wind song. It's coming, Monty. We're going to do it. I'm writing it down now with the song. We talked about the wind, and I'm going to add and song and a song. Oh yeah, Jonathan. I mean, come on, that's perfect. Well, that's kind of actually a pretty big gap, but yeah, you definitely need both of them. No doubt, you need both of them because what would your next club be after the 5 wood then? Tack angle, etc. Yeah, yeah. So you probably hit the 4 hybrid. I don't know, 185 or so. 182. All right, I was close. Um, Andrew, I need to do a video on that. I kind of missed the, um, I kind of missed out on it. I almost feel like I should have made one pretty quickly after that was announced. And I've had a few people ask about it. So I should make a video on it. As a matter of fact, I will. I am going to make a video on it. And that's going to be a subscriber Sunday for you. Hmm. That's a good question, Jonathan. I started golfing. That's a good question. I mean, I started golfing when I was 12, really, and I didn't take the game serious till I was a freshman in high school, or after my freshman year, really. So my freshman year of high school, um, I was like the worst player on the freshman team, and I would shoot probably like low 60s for 9 holes. I mean, it was or high 50s, low 60s for 9 holes. And then after my freshman year, that's when I took the game serious. I started practicing and playing, so on and so forth, all the time. And I went from shooting like high 50s for 9 holes to shooting high 30s for 9 holes, low 40s, high 30s. And so went from being the worst player on the freshman team to being the the MVP of the varsity my sophomore year. And I mean, even high school. In high school, I wasn't a scratch golfer, so I don't know. So I was 20, maybe. 5, 6, 7 years of playing serious golf. I mean, even the college I went to, like the college I went to, it was a small school, NAIA school, and if you were, 2, 3 handicap, you're pretty good on the team. I really didn't play my best golf until after college. To probably I was 26 years old is when I really played my best golf, and that's when I got to it's like maybe a plus 1.6, as low as I've ever gotten. I don't know if I answered your question or not. Yeah, Citizen Charles. Tom's a good guy, and it's funny. Like I met Tom just from playing tournaments. My other buddy John, he's only been in one video. We were in, I think, a 3-person scramble, and I met him kind of in the same tournament, competing at this tournament, which is probably my biggest victory, and my best victory, and I've talked to you guys about that before in videos and things like that. I don't know, Jonathan. What's your handicap now? 12 at the Duff. Breaking 80, 90 videos. Yep. Procaster, that's impossible. That is impossible to give you one tip to break 80. Um, so, I mean, I'm in this golf forum or golf group, and they argue about different things. And they're, Scott Fawcett with the decade stuff really has got people like just focused on hitting the ball as far as they can. While there's no doubt about it, hitting the ball further helps. Okay. Longer players, on average, if you look at scratch golfers hit it average of 260, I think, scratch golfers. Now, all the scratch golfers that I know hit it further than that. Probably Tom is actually the exception, but Tom is 62 years old. When I play in tournaments against scratch golfers, they hit it 280, 290, 300 yards. So yes, scratch golfers do hit it longer than 5 handicaps, longer than 10 handicaps, longer than 15 handicaps. So the higher the handicap, generally the shorter the distance. But these are all, we're talking generalities. You'll also have guys that hit it 280 that can't break 90 because they keep hitting the ball out of play. I've played with people that you put them on a course to where there's out of bounds and there's water, and they're looking for their ball all day long. So yes, hitting it further helps you become a better golfer. But it doesn't help if you're taking penalty strokes. Like, there's no doubt about it. So I don't want to be the one to disagree with Scott Fawcett. I know all his numbers, everything that he's saying is true. But it all comes with the caveat of you have to be able to hit it in an area between out of bounds stakes and between water hazards, and ideally between trees too. That's a long way of saying my number one tip is probably to get the ball in play off the tee. Now, if you're getting the ball in play off the tee, but you have to hit a 7-iron to do that, you're not going to break 80. Somebody just please tell me what I said made any kind of sense. Sometimes I just ramble, guys. So Procaster, number one tip breaking 80 is you had to get the ball in play off the tee. Okay. Now, I will say with a caveat, like what Scott Fawcett would say, is if you don't hit the ball far enough to where you can reasonably reach the greens, then you're also going to have a problem. That's funny, Monty. What does that say? Jalbino 59. Is that your scoring average, Jalbino 59? Is that what it says? Hey, Mr. Schrader, I've been enjoying your bit question. When is it important to keep an official handicap? I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, I'm always honest with you. Um, if you're gonna play against other people and you want to have a match, whether I'm not a real gambler, I don't really gamble. But if you're gonna have a match, whether it's you're playing for nickels or you're just playing for pride, if you're gonna have a match with someone, you probably want to have a handicap. But if it's with your friends, they kind of already know the way you play. If you want to start playing in tournaments, you're going to need a handicap. Um, Although if you're a really good player, there's some tournaments you can play in without a handicap. You just play in the scratch division. Um, so I would say those are probably the biggest reasons, really, if you want to start competing against other people, or if you want to start playing in tournaments, that's when you need a handicap. If you're just still going out, if you're just going out to have fun on the weekends, you're going out to play with your buddies, they all know how you played, like you really don't have to have one. To be honest, like even last year, I stopped playing in most of my tournaments. I was filming so much, I was getting busy. I just stopped playing so much so that I didn't even really keep track of my handicap anymore. Most of my rounds were playing. I was playing on film, with you guys, which is I say with you guys. I feel like I'm playing with you guys when I'm out there, by the way. But which is an interesting thing, guys. Here's an interesting thing. When I go play and film a match, or not a match, when I go play and film a vlog, if I go to Ravisto or go to some course and I'm by myself, I'm not supposed to, and I don't because people on the internet will just get all over you. I'm not supposed to post that round for handicap purposes because I played by myself. Even though I feel like I'm playing with you guys, I'm not supposed to post that round unless I am playing with someone else. I'm not, I've seen forums with people arguing about that point. And so I'm not going to argue that point. It's just, uh, there's a no win argument. Eldred, you are correct. Up to 125 is extremely important. Like if we were just going with the most important statistic, all right, the most important statistic in golf is proximity to the hole. Okay. So how do you get that proximity to hole? Well, they hit the ball in play. If you don't hit the ball, if you hit the ball out of play, then your proximity, you have no proximity because you're hitting 3 from the tee. So you don't have a proximity to the hole in regulation. But that's the most important statistic in golf. If I hit my shot from 200 yards out and I hit it closer than you hit it from 110 yards out, it doesn't matter that you outdrove me by 90 yards. Putting is important. Putting is very important. But the same thing. If I'm putting from 20 feet all day and you're putting from 40 feet all day, you could be a lot better putter than me. I'm still going to outputt you. So proximity to the hole is the number one statistic in golf. Procaster, that's a question that makes me very, very sad. I keep saying, and I really need to start practicing. I haven't really practiced. I'm telling you guys, a lot of times, last year, most of the time, when I was golfing, everything was on film. So when I went to play, I was filming it. I really didn't go out and practice. I did one video, I think, about how to warm up for a round, and I was hitting balls on the range, and that was pretty much my range session. There was a few tournaments, like when I play a tournament, I would go warm up before the tournament half the time, but regular range sessions, I didn't really do that all last year. I need to. And Tom, I wish Tom was on here because Tom is really good at practicing. I think he tries to practice 45 minutes to an hour, 6 days a week. And I need to do that. I need to practice not just like when I'm filming videos, but I need to practice so that, I talk about my qualifier so I can qualify, so I can play good in some of these tournaments. U.S. Amateur Golf. Eldred, are you talking about the tour or is there just a site? Yes, Tom is, and Tom. Someone said earlier that we are pretty closely matched, and it is. I mean, it really is fun to play with Tom because of that. The tournament that I talked to you guys about before. I won that. I wish I had that paint. I should show you that painting that you win in this tournament. It might be on my wall, nailed to the wall or something. I got three of those, and it is that tournament. I played with Tom, and through 36 holes, I think I was even. I think I won. I was even through 36 holes, or one over through 36 holes, and I beat Tom with the birdie on the last hole, and he finished two over. There was another guy that finished two over, but we were battling out in that tournament, and that's like after that tournament, Tom and I became friends, and it's the same thing. My other buddy John, I met him in that tournament. I set the tournament record then, and I was two over for the 36 holes, and it was kind of a similar scenario. But then I looked in the video I did, I think on the first of January, and I looked at the matches Tom and I had for the year, and it was like he won five, I won five, and we tied one. So this year I'm keeping track, and so far I've got a little lead on him. I think it's 3-1 or something like that. But we are pretty darn close generally. Okay. Okay, U.S. Amateur Tour, very good. Oh, USGA, yep. Alan, you missed it because this was one of the first. This was the first surprise live. Yeah, I want to do more lives, and sometimes with me filming and editing videos. Although I'm getting faster with the edits, guys. I edited a video in I think it was a 9-hole blog, and the video was about 15 minutes long, and I edited this video start to finish in 5 hours. Like that's like was like a record for me. So I'm getting a little quicker with the edits. or somebody said something and I wanted to answer that question and I forgot what it was. Alan's coming back. Bodacious, Canon M50. I want to make the match that I have, that Tom and I have, the 2v2. I want to kind of make that into like a bigger of an event. So I'm going to get a second camera for that. And I got a volunteer that's going to help me film. So I'm going to try to get like a couple different camera angles and get a shot into the green for you guys. So I want to make that match a good one. I don't know if Tom and I are going to be able to compete with those guys, but it's going to be fun. Thank you, Eldred. And I don't know if you guys saw the Chicago Golf Show video, but I didn't even realize the young lady that gave me the putting lesson is like one of the top lady professionals in the state of Illinois. And I know a young lady, or not a young lady, but I know a lady who's the best senior PGA professional, female PGA professional in Illinois. And gosh darn it, I really want to get those two playing a match against Tom and I, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that happen. But that would just be just awesome. They'd probably kick our butts, but it would be a good match, I think. Oh, yeah, Andrew. I'm going to tell you something very, very strange, okay? When I first started breaking 80, so like I said, I took the game seriously when I was a freshman in high school, or after my freshman year. So I went from shooting, 110 or 120 for 18 holes down to being able to shoot, 78, 80, And the funny thing about it is I used to have younger or older kids on the team that would tease me. They say, "Oh, he plays like a grandma." They would say that. And what I did was I knew my tendencies, and it's going to sound strange to hear maybe, or maybe you guys have tendencies with different clubs, but I knew my tendencies with all my clubs. And I would pull out a 7-iron, and I knew that 7-iron would, when I hit it, might fade it a little bit, or I might pull it a little, or whatever it might be. So I knew my tendencies, and I just played to those tendencies. And I just kind of charted my way around the golf course saying, "Oh, I've got 100 and, back then I was 14 years old or 15 years old or whatever. So, I've got 150 yards. I was probably hitting a 5-iron, who knows? And, I generally pushed this club a little bit, and I would just aim left and bounce it up on the green." And my short game was like just incredible. At the time I used to chip with I hit a lot of chips back then with like a 6-iron. Yeah, I don't know where I got that from, but I chipped with a 6-iron a lot back then. And, just right around the fringe, just off the green, fairway. And I was just deadly with this thing. Like, if I didn't have anything to carry, I would chip it right next to the hole all the time. So the short game, so knowing my tendencies with the clubs, and then my short game around the green, I got up and down virtually every time if I was close to the green. I worked on a short game more then than I do now. Like, my short game at that time is probably top notch. Welcome back, Alan. Back to Illinois. I don't know how you convinced her of that. Eldred, I got good plans. I appreciate it. I'm trying my best to keep up this content. I'm trying my best to to keep you guys interested, give you some entertainment, and also provide some value to you. That's why I keep trying to find out what you guys want to see, what videos you like, what videos you don't like. Um, that's my priority, giving you videos that you want to see. Alan, let me tell you, Alan. So I've got a content calendar. I may have the picture in my phone of the of that plaque I was telling you guys about. But I've got a content calendar, and in that content calendar, let's see if I can find it. No. So in that content calendar, I have um, subscriber Sundays every Sunday, and I had worst ball for Alan scheduled, but Tom and I have not been able to film that. But I have it on schedule. But I wanted to ask you, Alan. So you tell me, Alan, how many times can I say Alan, right? I said it about half dozen times. So you tell me, okay, worst ball. Are you talking worst ball? We know worst ball off the tee, worst ball second shot. Are you talking worst ball off the tee, worst ball second shot, worst chip if they both miss the green, worst putt? Please don't say that, but if you're talking worst putt, which means we both have to make the putt ultimately, correct me if I'm wrong, that would be the worst ball ever. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or can we at least taste best ball when we get on the green? All the way to the hole. Alan, you're killing me, Smalls. So, guys, who else wants to see Tom and I shoot 100? That's what Alan wants to see. We both need to make the putt. All right, Alan. All right, you're tough. You're tough. What's the over under on that? Thank you, Procaster. Thank you. What's the over under on that, Alan? So 9 holes. That's the comedy right there. 85? 85? Okay. What kind of course is that 85 on? Man, worst ball 85? Man, I don't even know if we can do that. 85. Do you guys all know the torture Alan's trying to give us? 85. Worst ball all the way in the hole, man. You got to make two. You got to have 2 really good chip shots if somebody misses the green. You both hit the, yeah. Tom, you're right. Tom, 9 would be 45. 45 for 9. So you're saying 9 over. 9 over. Because if we play it on the one course, it's 34. Yeah, that would be tough. But Brandon, I'm starting to think you're right. Tom and I can do it because the key is more of a premium, getting 2 balls in play. Get 2 balls in play off the tee. Now we both have shots at the green. It's possible that we can both hit the green. So I'm thinking you're right. I'm thinking we could probably shoot 85 or under in that. Very good, Adrian. That's what it's all about. JCB, it depends. Generally, I ride the wind generally. But it does kind of depend on where the trouble is also. Oh boy. I want to try to find that picture for you guys. Can't find it. I had my phone was not working for like, I didn't have a phone for like 3 weeks. I'm not going to tell you the service that I had, but so in that tournament they give you paintings like that. It's like a painting for winning. So that's like a hole at Pebble, I think. And then they engrave your name in it. That's one at Augusta. So I won the first one like in 2005. That was 2011. And then this last one was 2021. It's like a pretty big size, it's a pretty big size painting. It's like the best trophy that I've ever gotten in a tournament. I like the hawk head back here too. Well, guys, we got some good ideas for some videos, that's for sure. I filmed the 18 holes today. I really don't know if I will have a subscriber Sunday tomorrow. I have an idea that I'm actually going to film tonight, and if I get a chance, I will edit it. But I don't think I don't know. That would kind of be pushing it. So if I get it out tomorrow, it might be late in the evening because, like I said earlier, I'm playing a 9-hole match with Paul, and I'm playing a 9-hole match against Tom tomorrow. So 2 matches tomorrow. And Adrian, I appreciate that. That's what it's all about. I had, Ryan, I mentioned Ryan in the video today. Ryan Walters, I think it is. He commented on a video earlier today, and he said he shot his lowest round ever today. I think he said he shot a 74 or something like that. But he said it's his best round ever, and was struggling with his irons, but he got up and down. He played smart, and it was just great to hear that. Something that I've said helped him play his best round ever. One thing I'll say is, so Ryan, if you guys never saw the video I did playing with the rock and the broomstick, that was because of Ryan. Like Ryan joked after one video, and he's like, "Oh, I can watch you golf with a rock and a broomstick." So I made that video playing with a rock and a broomstick. So if you missed that one, you got to watch the rock and the broomstick video because I think that was pretty funny. I think that was funny. Probably not as funny as Tom and I playing the worst ball that Alan wants to see, but I got an idea, Alan. Tom and I play a worst ball against Aqua Woman and EJ's best ball. They play best scramble against ours. Because what you're talking about is really a worse scramble, worst ball scramble. That's why I like these lives, guys. Like I always get more ideas, 30 to 70 yards from different lies from Eldred, flop shot, flop shots off tight lies, tailor-made Project A golf ball, the sugar golf ball. I forgot who suggested that one, but I didn't write. I wrote it down. Playing in the Wind from JCB, tee shots and approach shots. We'll put a song after that one. Eldred wants to see more tourney. Oh, Eldred said tourney videos and the sugar ball. Okay, so Eldred, are you still there? One club match with Tom. Bradley, one club match. One club match. I tell you what, one video I would think we should redo, or we should do again, is any of you guys see the video where Tom and I played if you miss a fairway, you lose that club. If you miss a green with the club, you lose the club. So you could lose 2 clubs per hole. Or if you three putt, you lost your putter. So you could actually lose 3 clubs on a hole. I guess I never thought about a way around that. You could hit the first putt with like a 9-iron or something, so you don't 3 putt. But I thought that was a pretty good video too. So Eldred, are you still there? I don't know if you're Eldred. Did Eldred take off? Probably gone. The Navy course. Yeah, so you're up north. I think you said somewhere near Waukegan, maybe. So guys, Eldred must be gone. Eldred said he wanted more tournaments. I think a few of you guys that are here actually also wanted to see more tournaments. And there's a tour out of close by the third hole. Gurney, yeah. So there's a local tour that I played on in the past. Well, I've been playing on. I just didn't play that many events last year. And I've been communicating with them, and they have given me the okay to film every golf tournament. Excuse me, to film every golf tournament. So that's a lot of tournaments. It's tough filming the tournaments by myself, and I may have somebody help me with the tournaments, but if I shoot 100, you guys know why. But I got the okay, so I'll be filming more tournaments. Chris James, appreciate you. Thank you so much. We'll catch you next time. I will be doing more of these. I planned on doing like a quick one that was going to be an hour, and it turned into this. So we're an hour and 25 minutes in. Yeah, Brandon, I talked a little bit ago, and Bradley's probably a little interested in that too, is I kind of hit a roadblock with the super speed last year, and I think the same thing happened this year, where I wasn't going to increase any more speed without doing weight training. So I decided to try a different speed training device, and I'm gonna let you guys know how that goes. I'll probably do a video in a couple weeks on it, but I've been doing speed training with a different device for 3 times a week over the last 2 weeks, I think. So we'll do another week or two, and then I'll update that with the video. Sandwich from 150. All right, Chris. Take care, buddy. Well, Monty, yes, but you got to have them call me. That's the problem. Who wants to film with Mr. Short Hitter? You know that um, there's quite a few YouTubers that I would like to film with, but what's the odds? What's the chances? You also have logistics. I've got three, well, four, maybe four, but one, two. Yeah, I've got three or four that I would love to film with, but they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Mr. Short Game is not going to film with me. Really like what you are doing on your channel. Thank you. Thank you. So John Robinson, to be honest, I actually was hoping to visit Texas, and that was because my old sponsor, they were in Texas, and now they're not my sponsor anymore. I was hoping to like visit that facility and kind of do a video on it and do a video with the owners and all of that stuff, but they're not my sponsor anymore, so I don't know if I'll be going to Texas. Um, but I would love it. I would love it if I could. And I was. Missed the short hitter hits the roll. You guys got me thinking about these other youth. Yes, I would be over 10,000 in a hurry if there was some some YouTubers that would film with me. But just remember, guys, like there was one name that somebody threw out last time, and I'm like, no way, no way, no way, no chance. Um, so it has to be like someone that I would want to film with too, not just because they got you know a million subscribers. Like that's not the way I operate. Grunt 21, how you doing? Be great if he did. If he did what, Brandon? I don't know. Mr. Medium here. Jock, we're gonna do more, buddy. We're gonna do more. Good to see you. We're an hour and a half in, so we're probably gonna be shutting down pretty soon. But we're gonna do more of these. I'm just gonna do like when I can. It's hard for me to plan them because I've been filming and editing and doing everything, but I'm just gonna do them when I can. When I have time, I'm just gonna jump on and hopefully catch you guys because I want to just really, really keep in contact with you guys. I want you guys to let me know what's working, what's not working, what you want to see, and what you don't want to see. Um, so trust, I really appreciate you, Jock. Oh, if Mr. Short Game filming, oh my gosh. Yeah, I like Mr. Short Game. I am Grunt Grunt 21. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Alan, I appreciate you, buddy. Man, you guys are great. Sometimes I read the comments, and you guys really keep me going. And you say I work all the time, and that's why, because uh, everyone, there's trolls out there. So every once in a while, someone will make some comment that's just uncalled for, and it almost seems like every time that happens, like you guys like pick me up, and you guys appreciate what I'm trying to do, and just it just amazes me. It just touches me that like you watch these videos and you like them, you find value in them. Some of you say that some of you say that they've helped you break 80, break 90. Like I said, Ryan Walters just said he shot the best round of his life. Um, you know, so I just want to keep doing whatever you guys want to see. You know, that's my goal. It's for you to, and I know like I, I have ideas, and I know there's some ideas that like I could just do and maybe get a ton of views. Um, but I'm never going to stop focusing on what you want to see. I don't want to stop doing like subscriber Sundays if you guys want to see those, the ideas that you have. And I know sometimes I do a video and I'm like, this isn't going to get a lot of views, you know, but it's what one of the subscribers wanted to see, you know, and I'm okay doing those, once a week. That's fine. All right, Brandon, have a good night, buddy. Thank you. Thank you always. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Bodacious said I fight fool. Alan, everybody's fighting. Nobody fight. I'm just fighting this Diet Coke. Grunt 21, I appreciate it. Grunt 21, you gave me an idea in one video. I wrote it down. I don't know if I did that video yet or not, to be honest with you. I changed, like I had this binder and I changed and I put all the ideas in like one thing, and I swore I had one for you. But again, I don't know if I did it yet. Lab putter also? Okay. Like I was telling someone earlier, I may just like go into PJ Superstore and just putt, film it until they kick me out. We're working our way up. PJ Superstore, that was one of the places where I thought I was going to be able to go in there and, film some different things. And, I spoke with the manager and I'm not sure what happened, but um, it didn't happen, but you guys help. This channel keeps growing. If this channel keeps growing, we'll eventually get to where some people want to let us work with them. A 3 and 5 iron, 11 clubs. 11 clubs? What's that? I haven't taken one bathroom break yet, Alan, and I'm drinking Diet Coke here, and I just had a coffee. Grunt, what are those though? 11 clubs? So I'm trying to think. Maybe I have to look those up, what those are, Grunt. Maybe comment again on that. I'll look them up. maybe the 11 hybrid irons. So the 3 and 5 are hybrid irons also. Alan, that's funny. Well, Grunt 21, let me ask you, is that a video that you want to see? Robinson and others have tested them, huh? So you don't need those two clubs? Obviously, I don't want to take clubs that you need to play with. No, but it seems like that's what Grunt 21 is talking about, an all hybrid set. You like them, but you don't need the 3 and the 5? Okay. Okay. Well, you can always, guys, if you ever want to email me, mrshorthitter@gmail.com, and maybe shoot me an email, Grunt, and we can figure out, yeah, we'll figure it out, and I'll get you an address then. I'll do as best as I can in the video. Obviously, I won't have all the clubs, but I can tell you how the 3 and the 5 feel. But Grunt, the other thing too is maybe I'll email 11 Golf before you do that, because I know I've never reached out to them. So I'll email 11 Golf and see, because maybe I'll email them and they'll say, hey, we'll send you out this set for review. But if they don't, then we can just work with those two. Because I think the problem is, like, the interesting part of an all hybrid set would be like the hybrid, when you start hitting a hybrid 9-iron and a hybrid pitching wedge. I think that's what people would probably be interested in. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what they say. If they won't send them to me, at least I'll get those two, and I'll hit them and do a quick video on them. So next Friday, huh, Jock? Lab DF3. Come on, Alan. Oh man, I definitely have to do these lines more often. You guys just make my day. You brighten up my day. That's for sure. Oh, wheelchairs that are asking for about the hybrid sex. Oh man. Oh boy. Probably I'm gonna guess. Let's see. We've got 17 people in the room right now. Here, let me see if I can guess. I'm gonna take a wild guess. All right, so Grunt 21, I'm gonna guess is under 50. And let's see. Grunt 21, I'm guessing under 50, and Chris Zorn, they're both under 50. Oh, Grunt 21, I missed it. Chris Zorn, I'm guessing, is under 50. That's a young person's name. Jock, okay. I would have guessed you too, Jock, I think. Oh man, I'm way off. Bodacious, so you're barely 49? We got one. We got one. So we 49. So Jock, we all got to call you kid now. Everybody in the room's got to call Jock kid. You guys know how old I am, right? Anybody know who I am? Thank you, Jeff. I did get the email. Thank you. Oh, 33. Get out of here. 33. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna feel bad if you go, you're 5 years over. I'm not gonna feel bad about that. Like if somebody said I was, I'm 10 years older, I would feel bad. Okay, so 52. Alan was joking with the 33, we know. So Alan said 52, Chris said 55, Grunt said 42, Monty said 51. And Bodacious was joking with 35. My man Jock's got it. My man Jock's got it. I won't say the kid. The kid's got it. Okay, now here's a reminder. Have any of you guys who just guessed my age, did you guys all miss the birthday special? Year older. Thanks, Alan. I tell you what, man, filming, editing, doing all of this stuff, man. Oh man, you guys missed the birthday special. I oh my gosh. That was a while ago though, so you guys may not have been subscribed then. Uh, there's so many videos. I want to tell you how long ago that was. When was my birthday? Chris saw it. Where is that at? I found it. Birthday special. Ad popped up. We don't want to watch the ads.
Hey guys, anybody ever just cut in front of your fairway like that? Forget that. He doesn't even care I'm here. Yes, you saw it right. Today, Mr. Short Hitter turns the big 5-0. To celebrate, decide to come out and play 5 holes with all my favorite people. course, it's about 50 degrees out right now, which is nice compared to some of the days I've been playing. So let's play 5 holes.
5 holes.
And we're going to start on number 5.
We start on number 5. You guys missed that. One of my favorites. I want to show you how it ended.
Hope that we can make it together for at least
How it
another
ended.
decade or so.
I said,
Hey guys,
I hoped.
5 holes, and I hope you enjoy watching.
Hope we can make it together.
I say that I appreciate you guys that have watched this channel. A lot of you have been watching.
I said, I hope we can make it another 10 years.
Back in June, and I appreciate it. It's been a blast. I love it. One thing I love a lot is when you guys drop your suggestions in the comment section.
There we go.
If I can make your videos happen, I'll definitely do that. I hope that we can make it together for at least another decade or so. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the birthday video.
We blow the candles out.
Next time, Mr. Short Hitter, out.
Come on. That was one of my favorites, guys. So nobody saw that video. Sometimes you remember, sometimes you forget. Okay, so we may have another birthday special coming up because that was April, way back in April 26th. So I will be turning the big 5-1. It's not as special as the 5-0, but we'll do another one. Thanks, Jock. April 28th, Bodacious. I know a guy says it's the 27th, I think. 27th. Okay, guys, so we've got some more video ideas. We've got about 8 more ideas. We're going to break into PJ Superstore and see if they kick us out. I didn't get your card. No, I didn't. Maybe I need to put my P.O. box on the description. Everybody can send me cards. So any videos that you guys want to see before we finish this up, any videos you want to see or any videos that I've done that you like or you hate, or hybrid set. Yeah, got that one down. 11 golf. Jock, I am 5'6". It's probably what my my shoes on. And since I had that birthday special, I've given up hope that I was going to grow anymore. So I think I'm done. I don't think anybody gets it. I don't. Weight of. What is that? 411. You would have said 411, Alan. You thought I was 411? Oh, way off on that one. Would have said 411. Oh my gosh. Did you really think I was 411, Alan? Come on. That's right. Bradley, 5. See, I wouldn't have guessed that, Bradley. I'd had you pegged it for like 5'9". That's it. That's what I tell everybody, Jock, when they get mad because I call myself short hitter. So you can call it because I'm short. There we go. Five nine would have been nice, Bradley. I'm not gonna kid you one bit. But let me tell you, you gotta look at the bright side. All right. Here's the bright side. I finally found a bright side to me being 5'6". Okay. You guys know Paul that has thank you, Brodacious. You guys know Paul that is in some of my videos. Okay. Paul's like 5'11", I think, something like that. And he's come over on my Sky Track, and we've done, you know, we're playing a par 3 course. Or we have to play, we could only play a par 3 course when he comes over because he can't hit more than like a 4 hybrid in my garage. Well, you guys see me in those videos. I can swing driver. I'm on the mat, swinging driver as hard as I can without a problem. And Paul can only swing hybrid. So I've saved thousands of dollars that I didn't have to raise my height of my roof to my garage to swing a driver in it. 5'7", Alan, I might nick the roof if I was 5'7". 3 of the same iron with the stiff, regular, and senior flex, and show us the data using your swing. I don't, but that's one that I can do at that J&M. Yeah, I can do that video. 5'9", yep, 5'9". You might get away with hitting a. You could probably hit a maybe 3 hybrid. You know, seven wood you'd nick the ceiling. 7 wood. Depends too if you swing upright. You know, my swing's a little flat too. So when I had that SkyTrack, when I had the simulator get together at my house, it's going to have to be everybody 5'7" and under are invited over. You know, if you're 5'8" and over, you're going to have to hit into the net in the backyard. So we'll take some hors d'oeuvres out to you though. So Bradley, what is your 150 club? Watching the tournament. Yep. I'm going to do more of that. Bradley told me I need to get an intern or something for that in the last live. I may have somebody that can help me with it, but I definitely will be filming more tournaments because, like I said, that group is going to let me film all the tournaments there. You know, I'll have to talk to the course too, but I think I should definitely get 8 to 10 tournaments at least filmed this summer. That's nice, Alan. That's nice. I don't know if I could ever get a 9. I don't think I could ever get a 9 or 150. Unless it was dry out and I'm playing bounce. So we're gonna have more. We're gonna have more tournaments. Mentally calm on the course, Bryce. I think a lot of that comes from I've played in so many tournaments. It kind of comes natural. Um, but my thought process, really, to be honest, my process is kind of, it's not my last tournament I'm going to play in. So if I'm struggling in a tournament, I'm just like, well, just just play the next shot because it's not your last tournament. You're going to play another tournament in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a week or whatever it might be. So none of it is the end of the world. You got it, Grunt 21. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Catch me next time. Three shots. So you play in many tournaments, Bryce? Or you were actually just talking about on the course. You weren't even talking about tournaments. You're talking about on the course. On the course, Bryce, yeah, I don't know. When I'm playing on the course, it's really just fun to me. It's fun. It's I take the game serious but fun. Okay. Yeah, when I'm playing on the course, like I'm having a good time. I'm just trying to make the best decisions, strategically that I can on every shot. Um, you can't panic. You can't panic, especially like when you hit that 10% shot. Okay. And what I mean by that is like I'm always planning for the 90% of shots that I'm going to hit. So let's say I'm hitting a 7 iron into the green. Okay. I know my dispersion in general is a certain width, right? I can't get upset if I hit that 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 20 horrible shot because it happens so infrequently. You can't get upset over something that happens, 1 out of 20 times. It's just you have to recognize that at some point you're going to hit like a disastrous shot. You can't plan for that. So that's really why or how I'm kind of calm because I'm like, well, if I hit this horrid shot that I'm probably not going to hit until you know 3 rounds later, I can't really worry about that. I can't worry about why I hit it because on occasion you're going to hit a horrible shot. Um, so you just can't let it bother you. Now, if you're hitting horrible shot after horrible shot, that's a whole different problem. That's a practice issue. Yeah, bodacious. I try to walk most of the time. I do ride mainly for like filming purposes if I'm trying to get a video done quickly. But if I'm just going out and playing golf, I like to walk. Now, the time when I won't walk is if we're playing a scramble. Obviously, you're playing teams and everybody's in a cart. Um, or if I'm playing in a foursome, some tournaments that they'll have carts in because now you've got 3 guys in a cart and you're walking trying to keep up with them. It just makes it tough. Um, but yeah, I definitely would rather walk. Chris, you make an excellent point there. I got a buddy that I play golf with, and he'll never watch this, so I don't worry about it. Um, but he gets so upset over bad shots, and he never practices, never, and he never listens. He never listens to any of my advice, but he just gets mad and angry over bad shots. And I'm like, you never practice, you never, like, what do you expect? It's just kind of crazy. Yep, you got it, Alan. Yeah, Chris, I kind of feel that way. I kind of feel I play better when I walk. Is that you? Wait a minute, Bryce. I'm trying to understand this question. So you work at a course and play about 5 times a week. You feel ridiculous. Is that too much? I don't even understand the question. Why would you feel ridiculous that it's too much? I'm sure, like, everybody else in this room would love to play 5 times a week if they could. Johnny, you asking me that or Bryce? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Jeffrey. we were talking about. I was talking about you earlier. I didn't tell anybody who I was. I'm saying it by name, but here you are. You're very welcome, but I don't think you need any advice or tips. But I appreciate you watching, Jeffrey. I do. So you missed it, Jeff. Probably I was talking earlier. I was. It's good that you're in. I was talking earlier about Tom and I. We had some matches. Um, we're gonna play these guys in the middle of April. Say one is about a +1 or +2 handicap, and the other guy is pretty good. I used to play with him 20 years ago or so. So it's gonna be a fun match. So I hope you can watch that one, Jeff. Bodacious. Oh my God, I have the same golfing buddy. He's a pretty good golfer, but get hostile, right? That's right. That's right. Bodacious. Alan usually walk as well. Sometimes make all the way to the second hole before I grab a buggy. 5 times a week is a major flex on us. Lucky. Jock says lucky. 5 days a week sounds about 2 days light. Bodacious wants to play 7 days a week. Jeff, can't wait to meet playing actual. You got it, Jeff. You got it. Um, Alan says I'm there, just retired and joined the club yesterday and plan on playing at least 5 to 6 times a week. Let's go. John, I'd love to play 5 times a week. I sometimes get to play twice a week. Rick, I'm a walker until it gets too hot and humid in North Carolina, mid-July and August. Okay, so back to Bryce. So Bryce, are you still there? So Bryce, I think the public here has answered your question. Alan, when'd you retire? So you see, now did you get your answer, Bryce? So Bryce, I'm thinking. So Bryce, I'm guessing you're kind of young, Bryce. The youngest, Chris was the youngest in the group at 42, and I think Jeff might be younger than that, also. I think, or he is, I believe. Um, Definitely. Bryce, yes, but so I feel like a break would actually help me. Bryce, how old are you? Wow, Jeff, I didn't know you were 46. Okay, I thought you were younger than that. Wow, time flies. Bryce, 26. So Bryce, you are the youngest in this group right now by 16 years, I think. Um, Jock's 42. so so Bryce, no. If you can golf 5 times a week, golf 5 times a week, buddy, because as you get older, you'll have other responsibilities that kind of get in the way. Um, try not to let them get in the way entirely to where you can still at least play once or twice a week if you can. Um, but no, get all the golf you can in while you can. John, I have no family here. My a brother is in Vegas. My sister is in Ohio. Um, so no, I'm playing. The only time I'm playing is I'm um, playing with Tom and Paul. You guys see me playing with Tom and Paul, and that's pretty much who I play with. Cool, Bryce. Thank you. I can look at the demographics of my viewers, and it's almost you know it's almost none in your age bracket. It's probably like I think less than 2% in that 20 to 30. I think that's the demographic. I think it's less than 2%. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Although I'm going to be honest, like I feel like people in your demographic, like 20 to 30-year olds, I think that um, they can learn some things from watching the channel too. Okay, Alan, I missed when you said when you retired. You said you just retired. I don't know, boy, audacious. I don't know. Nonsense. Vanity club setup for approach shot. Should I concentrate on the height, descent angle, and with about 100? What numbers would I stall out at? What do you mean numbers that you would stall out at, Jimmy? Jock, it is becoming a very good possibility. I'm kind of thinking about that. I know I need to get a 4 wood, but I'm thinking about making some more changes. Every golf ball companies. 3 to 4 times a week, weather permitting. Love it. Closet golfers. Yes. Bryce hanging out with Alan. Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I don't know how many. I'll just say this: I would love to be able to just, make these videos for you guys and not work. I'm just going to leave that at that. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about work, but uh, you know, I'll say I'm going to do somewhere, between 5 years, probably max, and on the short end, 5 days. So I'm gonna retire somewhere between 5 days and 5 years. Oh boy. Bryce is hanging with the old folks. Yes. Bryce, what state are you in? Or I gotta say it. What state are you in, kid? We're gonna call you kid. First, Jock was the kid, now you're the kid. Found you while doing a search on nitro golf balls. Have watched every one of your videos and what wait impatiently for the next one. Yeah, Chris, and I slowed down my content, a little bit, but I'm still doing like 4 videos a week. It's still kind of crazy, but Jeff, I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I really am. Take it easy on the old guy, though, or I'll tell Coach. All right, Jeff, take care. Have watched every one of your videos and wait patient for next. Yeah, Chris. So I slowed down on the content just a little bit, but I'm still doing like 4 videos a week, and I always come up with like some idea that makes me do an extra video. So, so you can pretty much count on like 16 to 18 videos a month. Um, I I want to do enough videos and not. Um, I was worried. I'll be honest. I was worried a little bit about doing less content and then my views going down, but um, it didn't happen. This is the first month where I slowed down the content a little bit, and the views are kind of the same as they were last month. So I appreciate it. Some people told me like there was a guy that was, and I don't even know if he watches anymore, but he was like telling me I did too many videos, and my thought process was like, well, just watch the ones you want to watch. You don't have to watch every video. Just watch. If you only want to watch once a week, watch once a week. Yes, Alan, and I mean it, buddy. I mean it. I love it. Golfer, retired. If you can retire, man, do it. I love it. Well, Bryce, how about this? You say you want to take a break. So instead of going out playing, get yourself some coffee if you drink coffee or tea or diet pop or whatever, and go over to the little short game area and relax and hit some chip shots, hit some putts, hit some pitch shots, and just work on your short game, a couple times a week. If you feel like you need a break, that doesn't take a lot of energy. Just do that. Get that short game tightened up, and then you don't have to be out there for 4 hours. Work on the short game 45 minutes to an hour, and go do something else. I tell you, when I was in college. I worked at a golf course, and I would work from. Let's see, we ran the junior camps like 10 or 11 o'clock, and then I would work the shift at 1 o'clock. Then we would close. Between the junior camps, I would practice or play, hit balls. We had a lighted driving range. I'd hit balls in the lights. If I got a day off, I would hit balls. I would hit balls before work. I would play, so, I played anytime I could. Yeah, I don't think I ever answered your question, did I, Jimmy? Or I would not be holding the green, 45-degree descent. 5-iron just won't hold the green anymore. Should that force me to switch to hybrids woods? Yes, 100%, Jimmy. 100%. Where you can't hold the green, in my opinion, where you can't hold the green is where you need to look into um, hybrids. Sometimes you can make shaft changes in irons that'll give you a little bit of a steeper descent, but just in general, that's where you want to go to a hybrid. I think I talked about, I put the 6 hybrid in my bag, and every once in a while 6 iron goes back in the bag, but in general the 6 hybrid stays there. And I was playing a tournament in Wisconsin, and one hole I had a 6 iron in, and I hit the 6 iron, hits the green, and just checks. Next hole, I had a 6 iron into the green, and same trajectory, hits and just bounces over the green. And that's because it's a different slope on that green. Like the first one, obviously, I was hitting into an upslope. And once I did that, like I thought about it, I'm like, this is probably where I need to look at getting a hybrid because of that unpredictability. Like if I had those same 2 shots with the hybrid, it wouldn't matter that one hit in the upslope and one didn't. They both would have held the green. I had a good 6 hybrid today that held the green pretty good. Who did your intro song? What do you mean? The lyrics? John? You talking about the lyrics to that and the rap to that intro song, John? That's yeah. Alan answered you, John. That's me. That's my song. Oh boy. Chris, I really do appreciate the channel, all the content. Please don't burn yourself out. You got it, Chris. You got it. And that's part of the reason where I slowed down, even though it's still a lot of videos for a week, is a lot different than doing 5 and 6 a week. And maybe we'll get to a point where I'm just doing 3 videos a week. Like I'm probably not going to do a subscriber Sunday for tomorrow. Um, so because even doing 4 a week, I get near the end of the week and I'm doing the Friday video, and now I've got to work on the Sunday video and the Monday video. It does get to be a little bit a little tough. I don't know. I don't know why they make fun of you, Bryce. Short game is gonna save you some strokes. We hit greens sometimes, bodacious. Yeah, John Butler. Thank you very much. That's my song. I'm probably gonna put the whole song together at some point, or it's a verse. It's one verse that I made, and I'll probably put a little clip together so people can hear the whole thing. Um, but yeah, when you hear the different songs in some of the videos, that's always me. I did one for rain. I did one for cold weather. I did one for my old sponsor. Was into like a little music video. I did the video. I don't know if you saw the video recently or um, that I did for playing at the Druff, my favorite course. So I try to sprinkle in a little bit of my raps in the song. I recently, and I haven't figured out how to get it to you guys because I use music from Facebook for this. So I'm not really sure how to get it to you guys, but I actually made a new song, shot a video and edited video all myself, a music video. And I think it's an okay video, okay song, but I kind of want to see how I can get you guys to look at it or show it to you guys because I like it. It's not a golf song, but there's quite a bit about golf references in the second verse. You got it. Thank you. Blue tie neck. Tie neck. Tie neck. I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna call you Blue. Thank you, Blue. That's the best intro on YouTube ever. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate you. I'm gonna see if I can find, guys, we're just having fun here now. I'm gonna see if I can find part of this new video that I wanted you guys to see. But I'm just not sure how to get it to you guys because again, it's Facebook, it's copyright, so they're not gonna let me just see if I can find it. Oh, that's not it. You guys waiting for me to find this? All right, I'm gonna play a little bit of it. Probably a copyright, maybe, I don't know. There's a bunch of
every night I look at pigs and vision you. I cannot lie, though I try to put aside the fact that I am not your guy.
Trying to figure out how to hit the screen. You probably hear it already, don't you? It's almost looking like I don't know how to use technology, doesn't it? So it's just.
I'm feeling you, I want you bad. I'm thinking of your lovely eyes every night. You game of fire, that's our life. It's time to push your chips all in.
Can't do this.
I promise, baby, you won't have to play again. Weighing in, I'm done with games. Put it out, put in a pen. 19 toes I spend with you against the world. We both can win.
So there's a lot of golf references in it. And I'll tell you what the problem is. I told you guys I didn't have a phone for 3 weeks. So I got this new phone and anyway.
Feeling you, I want you bad. I'm thinking of your lovely eyes. Every night I look at pics and vision you. I cannot lie. Though I try to put aside the fact that I am not your guy. Push yourself, look in the mirror, ask myself, I don't know why.
All right, I'm gonna give up this plan. I'm gonna give up this plan, guys. This has gotten pretty ridiculous.
The fact that I am not your guy. Push yourself, look in the mirror, ask myself, I don't know why. Why let it die? Love is something you can't buy. If I could, I'd give you every star up in the sky. Be by your side every day. Feel your pain every night. Support your life in every way. Assure you it's gonna be alright. Never met one like me. May have heard that before. Proved it to you long ago. Tell me what you're waiting for. Deserve the best. You're looking at it. This is opportunity. I tell you what, take a shot and do it with impunity.
So I got a bunch of golf references in the second verse to this song. I think it'd be interesting. All right, so where are we at? Thank you, Richard. I appreciate it. so so Alan, I started rapping actually the same time I started golfing when I was 12 years old. So when I was a kid, I used to get in talent shows and all that stuff, making music. I made my own music. Just did a lot with music. I got I've done like a few different albums like throughout the years. The last one I probably did was like 4 or 5 years ago. There's I have an album out there. Like I've got hard physical CD discs, and I've got it's like on 120 different streaming sites. Apple, iTunes, Google Music, Google Play, all of that stuff. So I still do it for fun, and make a few dollars here and there on it, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it. So I'll make a song like that and decide I want to make a video for it. This track for the guy. Oh boy. Mo Greens gotta hit him when you can. Gotta hit Mo Greens. Oh boy, you guys make my day, man. You guys made my night. So I have, like I said earlier, I have to do more lives like this because you guys, you guys made my night, man. Live dangerously. Oh man. Used to break dance. Oh man. My brother, my little brother, he's a rapper too. He's like 8 years younger than me. And he's performed with like a lot of, pretty well known rappers and entertainers. I got him started when he was like 8 years old. So I would be in a talent show and I was older than him. And then I got him in talent shows and used to make music for him and write songs for him. And he was joking that we should get and he still does it. Like he really does it still. And he was joking with me one night. He's like, we should get all the old groups that we used to be in together, back when I was in high school and this and that, and we can do like a whole album and call it like the Over the Hill Gang or something like that. Oh. You got me, Alan. Low end karaoke. I remember it was in junior high that you have to. Were you guys in junior high where you had to like square dance? I remember junior high like square dancing through the gym. Uh oh, Bryce, I lost that. Heard what? What did you want to hear, Bryce? Oh, the what? Doc, I should make that diss track, by the way. Oh, yeah, I didn't think this live would go to talking about music. I never would have dreamed that. But yeah, it's fun. Like I said, when I was 12, I started rapping. I got my brother in it when I was 15. I made I used to make some music for him and make music for myself. I used to write a couple songs for him. There's other people that I got, when I was young doing it also. And it's funny, the college that I went to when I was in high school, they had like a hip hop radio station. And when I was in high school, they had me on the radio station, like performing live, and then they played some of my songs and all of that, and that was pretty fun, pretty fun. So you guys are bringing back memories. And believe it or not, like I still have like trophies from talent shows that I performed in, like back in 1990. You know, it's crazy. I wish I had some of the old music, but I do keep a lot of um, the actual songs, the written songs. Come on, come on, come on. Oh man, we're going too far now. Alan, is Alan still there? Alan, you got to give me props on one thing: water, Diet Coke, coffee. Not one break yet. Not one break. 2.5 hours. So I was telling, I think I might have mentioned earlier. So I had an idea, you know, and I think this would actually probably would get some more eyeballs on the channel. But I had an idea to make a song about like um, all of the it depends. Oh, Bradley. To make a song about all the different golf YouTubers that I like my favorite golf YouTubers, make a song about them. Um, I think that could get a little attention from them because somebody mentioned earlier about me doing um, collabs with YouTubers. So I think that would be a great, maybe a great end. Like I did a song about them, you know. Oh man, that's too much. You guys are too much. All right, we haven't talked about a video in an hour, I don't think. So we've got a few ideas. We've got maybe eight ideas. We've got a game plan. I like the stiff regular senior shaft or senior flex shafts. I like that idea. TaylorMade Project A should have those balls, and then the sugar golf balls. I may have to either get those or email those guys. See what they say. Lab putters is a tough one. Bettinardi, I was surprised that Bettinardi would never got back to me to go to Bettinardi. Just too small, just too small. I got whatchamacallit, Bettinardi, Wilson, Torres, all three of those local Chicago companies. I didn't even really wasn't even looking for products for review. Like I wanted to like review their facilities and no go, no go with any of those. But that's okay. Darius Rucker. That would kind of be a dream, wouldn't it, Bradley? I think like it was crazy. My when I was in college, I think it was my marketing professor, maybe like he was friends with the group. You know, he like grew up with them, like Hootie and the Blowfish when they were before they got big, and he would like stay with them. His name was Ernie Arnthorson, and he would like stay at their house, whatever. He said he could drive the cars and all that, and I don't know, like he said, like I looked like Darius Rucker. He said that. He told me that. Like you look like Darius Rucker. No. Yeah, bodacious. That's how you have to look at it. That's how you have to look at it. Just keep on plugging away. I've got two keys. One, don't get burnt out, like someone said earlier. I forgot who told me that. It was Chris. But one, don't get burned out, and two, just keep making the videos you guys want to see. So that's my long-term strategy. Yes, very possibly, Jock. I think around the first week of May, I'm going to have a whole set of sub 70 and either play them at a course around me or go to um, by their facility. I guess it's a country club that they're members of. Um, so either go maybe play with Jason out there or play somewhere around me. But I think I'm gonna have a full set to play with, and you never know. You never know. I'm gonna get them to my specs, and I'm really open to something new if I can find something that's better. I think it would be hard to get the driver out of my hands. I do, even though I struggled a little bit, not a little bit, I struggled a lot today with the driver. I still think it would be hard to replace that driver. Putter, I could probably replace with anything. Nah, I've been putting a little better. I made a bomb today on one hole, guys. I made a bomb. I think I only made one birdie today, and it was just a bomb. Yeah, Jock, they are. They are. They are. Like I said in the video, like um, sub 70 is not a uh, tiny company. I mean, they're doing a lot of business, and for Jason to treat me as well as he treated me, and um, it just made me feel good, feel like it was a reputable company. And not only that, but Tom plays their wedges, and he said when he was in there getting fit, Jason didn't even know who he was. And during the fitting, Jason came up to him, talking to him, and was, basically helping with the fitting for no reason at all. He didn't even know him. So one of my subscribers told me that he bought some sub 70 clubs from someone and the lie angles were wrong, and he sent them the sub 70 to get the lie angles adjusted. And they adjusted the lie angles, sent them back to him, and didn't charge him. He said, I called him and I was like, how much do I owe you for this? He's like, no, they're sub 70 clubs. That it's included with the service. And he couldn't believe it. Like, they adjusted all the lies on the clubs for nothing. So, and he's one of my subscribers, and he's no reason for him to just make that story up. Yeah, try getting one of the the big brands to do that for you. Yes, bodacious. Yes, they are. They are. Okay, guys. So any more videos? I got TaylorMade Project A golf ball, sugar ball. Those are the two balls that I've got to review. I did get both clear balls, so I think I tested the clear black. I think I'll do the clear green ball. Got both of those, so I got one more ball to review there. So review wise, I've got a rangefinder that I'm excited about that's coming. I've got both those golf balls we just talked about. I'll review. Kaylee sent me a utility iron and another set of irons that I'll review. I've got another golf bag to review. I've got the other speed training product that I mentioned to you guys, and I have a another swing item that I think might help. And I picked up a couple of little things off of Amazon too that I thought were, you know, pretty interesting, like kind of little products. When I was getting the mic that I told you guys I broke, and I did the mic, and I had to like, oh, I want to try this, I want to try that. So I ordered a couple other things off Amazon. So those are all the reviews. And like I said, got a match with Tom, match with Paul coming up. Both of those I'm filming tomorrow, 9 holes with each. So those will be coming in the coming weeks. I've got a match, Tom and I, 2v2 versus 2 other golfers. One's like a +2 handicap. The other guy's probably a high single digit, I'm guessing. So that's going to be a good, very, very challenging match. And and we have some more subscriber Sundays, and we have some ideas that you guys just gave me. So I've got videos filmed I filmed 18 holes today. So I've got videos filmed at about 3 different courses to put on the channel, to edit. And I've got 4 pages of subscriber Sunday ideas that you guys have given me. So I think we got a lot to do. Before we head out, well, Bradley, if you can get Darius Rucker, I want to go back to that idea. You want to get Darius Rucker, I think I'm all for that. I'm all for that idea. If we want to get Darius Rucker, I kind of like him. But so before we head out, guys, any more ideas? Any more balls you want to review? Any clubs? You know, we know I can't get all the clubs, but I can try. I've got a place in Indiana now where I can test certain clubs on their TrackMan. I haven't gone there yet. So if there's certain clubs that you want me to test, let me know. Let me know now. And I'll write it down. We got speed training coming up. So I just rambled a lot just now. Anything else you want to see? You want to see more of? You're enjoying? You're not enjoying? Before we head out. Any final thoughts, basically? Any courses in my area that you want to see me film at, which is South Suburbs, Illinois. I can go North Suburbs too. How about collabs? We talked about collabs. Any collabs you want me to try to get? I mean, I say this, I haven't even really tried, you know, but I know there's some people, like somebody said Mr. Short Game, and Mr. Short Game has. Um, yep, you got it, JCB. I got that one written down. Yeah. Mr. Short Game has 500,000 subscribers plus, so he's not There's no way. Although he did a video once with, but I think it's because they're in the same area. He did a video with a YouTuber that has like 15,000 subscribers, and I was kind of surprised at that. But I think that's because they're kind of in the same area. And you know, there's no one in my area. Monty says, keep doing what you're doing. Great stuff every video. Well, Monty, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, JCB. You're great. Monty, you're great. Bodacious, you're great. Jock, you're great. Bradley, you're hilarious. You're not great, you're hilarious. Bryce, you're a kid. Keep it up. Keep playing 5 days a week. Alan, you're always good for a laugh, and welcome back to Illinois, and congratulations on the retirement. All right, you guys, got anything else? I'm going to head out. I appreciate you guys. And like I said, I may not have, it's possible that I probably won't have a video tomorrow because I had this live and I don't think I'm going to be up editing. So I probably won't have a video tomorrow, but look out for a video on Monday, whether it be a match or a golf vlog. And I appreciate you guys. Till next time, Mr. Short Hitter, out.